Hello, my name is Eric Gregori from www.emgrobotics.com, and this is my latest robot. It's a computer vision based robot using OpenCV, and it's based on the IMX51 EVK, which you can see is mounted on the back of the robot here. It connects up to an iRobot Create, which is the bottom base there, and the purpose of this robot actually is to use computer vision. You can see the camera there, hopefully. Is to use computer vision to track people's faces. It's using the OpenCV face detector that's been modified for better performance on the IMX51 Cortex-A8, and the purpose of this robot is actually to display a presentation at a show. The name of the robot's actually called ShowBot. It's designed to show a presentation in a booth or whatever while the robot's tracking you. So the idea is that the face detector is looking at people in the crowd while the presentation's running on the screen. And the goal is to get people interested in sort of watching themselves and play with the robot, watching the presentation. So as we all know, at shows, the hardest thing to do is get people to come into your booth and actually, pay attention to what you have, as opposed to just, take your freebies. So this robot was tested at AeroFest, and it did very well. Lots of interest. So anyway, so what I want to do is, there is a full presentation for this robot, by the way, up on the imxcommunity.org website. It was at the beginning of the video. I popped up a slide. So if you go to imxcommunity.org and go into the OpenCV group, you can get full details on the robot along with all the code and everything. So here's the robot coming up, and the way the robot's architected is the code is broken up into chunks, into parts. Each part runs its own process. So as you can see, I'm going to pipe the iRobot demo. That process is going to pipe information into the iRobot Create drive. So the iRobot demo is actually the computer vision portion, and the iRobot Create drive is actually the portion that's controlling the iRobot Create. So let's go ahead and hit enter here. Okay. And it's going to go ahead and spawn a little thing here, a little window. And just to give you an idea, I spent a lot of time optimizing the OpenCV face detector for the Cortex-A8, and I'm getting about between 200 and 220 milliseconds per frame. And then you'll see as I get my face in here, if I can't, see, there it goes, now it's starting to track me. Okay, so now if I go ahead and turn on the robot, here it comes up, and it's, so as I move, I gotta move the camera out of my face. You can see the robot tracks me. And as you can see, I mean, if you can try to put the camera here, the update rate's actually pretty good. So let's get the robot. So like, this is hard. It's hard to. So there we go. Okay, so this works. So you can imagine in a booth situation, the robot is tracking people. People are playing around with it. They can see their image on the screen, and they're sort of playing with the robot. At the same time, you've got an ad or something running in the background. In this case, I just have a single slide up there on the IMX5X processor. But the and the other thing I wanted to show is the frame rate, which I think I showed that already. Just duck out of the way here. Keeps trying to track me. So if I close out the terminal window, you can see that you've got a nice little slide up there. You've got your information, whatever you want to put up there. At the trade shows, I actually run a program called Mirage that runs the series. Oh no, it should fall off the table here. It's scooting backwards. It does have safeties on, so it doesn't fly off the table. It's using the standard, let's see, it's using the standard drop sensors from the iRobot Create. So let's go ahead and call up Mirage. We'll open up our folder. Come on. And it's already set. And we'll set it to slide mode. Go start slideshow. So now I have a little slideshow here, and there's the robot. So I don't know, and you can see the slides changing as the robot's tracking my face. The OpenCV is using about, oh boy, now my face is completely out. There it goes. It's using about 70-80% approximately. Let's see, let's do a top. So if we go ahead and do a top here. So like I said, I spent a lot of time optimizing the face detector. Let's do a top. So OpenCV, the face detector is using about 55 to 64% of the CPU. One of the things that I've done that really increased performance quite a bit is I enabled the neon coprocessor with the face detector, and that really increased performance quite a bit. So as you can see, I mean, it's a 320 by 240. Let's see, let's go ahead and close this out. Now in a booth or whatever, I don't have the, at least the last time, I didn't have the monitor and keyboard, or I'm sorry, I didn't have the keyboard and mouse plugged in. I just did that for this video. But yeah, anyway, that's ShowBot Junior. ShowBot Senior will be showing up in the next video, and this is what he looks like. He's actually running now. And he's actually based on, let's see if I can get it in here, a Genesai SBC, which also uses the IMX51 processor. And he's got a 22-inch monitor, and he's a floor unit, so he has the camera's up a little bit, the monitor's on the floor, more surface area, or more screen area to show. Anyway, again, you can get more information at www.emgrobotics or www.imxcommunity.org.